Okay, let's get this over with. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all things Arsenal, a couple of games to get through today. Apologies for not bringing out the video for the United game, partly because I didn't want to on Monday. I had Monday off, but then I obviously worked Tuesday and Wednesday, so I couldn't till now. And I didn't really want to on Monday, to be honest with you. I think Monday was too soon. Absolutely devastating. We'll talk about the United game now because I just want to get that over with and rip the band-aid off. Horrific game. Terrible game, embarrassing. Every kind of negative adjective that you can think of is applicable in this game. Just embarrassing, to be honest with you. United are still. I mean, yeah, okay, they've got a new manager bounce, and they had a really good win against City. But City, lost. They've lost a couple of other games that I think they lost to Bodo Glimt, and it's like, well, okay, cool. Really wanted to set out a marker. It was at home. We're very, very strong at home. They hadn't beaten us at home for 8 years. And yeah, we'll always back us at home, no matter who we play, to be honest with you. And yeah, the first half an hour kind of went the way we thought it was going to. We got an early goal, which was great. And then we kind of just stopped. We decided, I mean, I tweeted out that it was kind of like a weird mixture of terrified and blasé, like not unbothered. They didn't seem to give a crap, to be honest with you, these Arsenal players. And also seem to be quite terrified of some reason. Man United, a bit like Chelsea, we've got this weird thing with them where we respect them way too much. Like, look, it should have been 2-2. That was the fair result. Just a world class goal from Cunha, probably the best goal he's ever going to score. You can see by the players' reactions, you can see by the coach's reaction. This was their cup final. This was the highlight of their season. They're in that. They're out of every single competition now. They don't have anything else to focus on except for top four, and you can understand from that point of view why United fans have spent the entire week just being absolutely insufferable. As we all know, they would. I mean, the ability of Man United fans to take something, to take the most positiveness out of something that was slightly okay, it should be studied really. They think they're back now. They think they're going to be title contenders. I mean, that's just ludicrous. Good luck getting to the top 5, let alone the top 10 this season. Enjoy the week, and they've had a really good week. They beat Man City and beat Arsenal, the two best teams in the league, in my opinion, this season. And, I don't begrudge them for being happy about it. It's the level that Man United fans go to that's quite egregious to me, but it is what it is. Man United fans, that's what they do. They just, they spent the last 15 years trying to will their club to get back to where they were, and winning 2 games on the bounce was great. Hopefully Carrick stays in the job because he is a championship level coach. People are already comparing to Mikel Arteta, which is hilarious. Mikel Arteta is amongst the best coaches in the world. Yes, he needs the trophies now to back it up, but the ability is there. What he's done to this Arsenal team is nothing short of miraculous. He's done an amazing job, and I'm inclined to keep him in the job if we don't win anything this year. I think we do win something this year. Just what that something is, I don't know. But even if we don't, I'll keep him. Having said that, he's getting on his last reserves now. That FA Cup win was years ago now. We need to win something. This needs to count for something. And if we do let him go, then we absolutely have to get the absolute best to replace him with. So, yeah, it is what it is. 3-2 loss. It should have been a 2-2 draw, in my opinion. That was a fair result. But we should have annihilated this Man United team. We should have got 3-0 win, 4-0 win. Somebody said that Man United could lose 20 games in a row, but when they win one game, it's like suddenly they're back, which is quite funny. But it is what it is. I mean, if I'd done this video a few days ago, it would have been a lot more swearing and a lot more rage. But I calmed down now. It is what it is. I'm focused on the games we've got ahead of us now, including the Kairat game. Kairat, the last game in the Champions League. We got a 3-2 win out of that. Should have been 3-1, to be honest with you. mixed bag in this game, to be honest with you. It was a decent win. It was very, very comfortable. We brought on a couple of 17-year-olds towards the end of the game. It should have been 3-1. The penalty, I mean, look, talk about the negatives in this game first. Penalty, Calafiori's been out for a long, long time now. I think he's been out for a couple of months. He's going to be rusty, and that's why we played in this game, to kind of get match fitness before the important league game against Leeds. Talk about that in a minute. And yeah, he got called out, and then he, instinctively, probably didn't even think about it, pulled the shirt back, and that's a penalty. Probably won't be given in the Premier League, especially if it's against us. If our players pull down like that in the box, I don't think we get a penalty for that in the Premier League. And it's dubious whether we would give away that penalty if it was in the Premier League. So it is what it is. He pulled the shirt back. You can't really deny that. And it was a good penalty from the taker. And thinking 1-1, cool. And then the second goal, an easy cross. The player unmarked completely on the far side, and he heads it into the goal. It is what it is. It makes the scoreline flatters them, to be honest with you. I mean, Kaibat were lucky to get one goal in this game, let alone two. But our goal, Mr. Kai Havertz show this game. Came on, played the first half, didn't play the second half. Obviously, we're controlling his rehab. Similar to Calafiori, he was shipped at half-time as well. Yeah, Kai Havertz, man. One of the first things that happened in the entire game is he knocks it through. Gives Gyökeres a through ball, which we never ever do. It's always wing, pass, sideways, corner. That's not how Gyökeres plays. You need to feed him into the box. Feed him these long balls in, or through balls in, shall I say. Bad first touch, but he rights himself. He holds the defender off with his strength, and he slots it home. Brilliant, 1-0 before the second minute, which is great. And we're thinking, Christ, why can't Odegaard do this? Why can't Eze do this? Why can't Saka do this? Any of our midfield, play to Gyökeres' strength for once is extremely frustrating and aggravating. And Kai Havertz does it in less than 2 minutes. It's like, come on, guys. And then he gets gets a goal as well, which was a really good goal. And then obviously you get the assist for the third goal as well. Should have been Gyökeres' goal. Martinelli kind of stole it. It was kind of debated about being offside, whatever, but it wasn't, so it was given. 3 good goals. Massive rotations is what we wanted to see. Zubimendi rested for the entire game. Obviously, Rice and Marino both couldn't play because they got their suspension out of the way. That's all clear now for going into the knockouts, which is great. Finished top of the Champions League now, which is great. 8 wins, 8 games, brilliant. I think we're the first team now to go through this new format unbeaten and straight wins, which is great. We played some really hard games. We played the Inter Milan game, was really difficult, and a couple of other difficult teams as well. It wasn't all just Kairat and whatever. No respect to Kairat, but it was a little bit more difficult during this group stage than just them. It remains to be seen who we play in the knockouts. There's a whole bunch of teams that we can play, but I'll do a video and I'll talk about it when it's confirmed. Good to get a win now. Bounce back from the stupidity of the United game, and we've got Leeds away now at home. Leeds away on Saturday. A difficult game. Leeds are not going to be easy. This isn't going to be an easy game, even though Leeds look likely to get relegated. Or in the relegation fight, should I say. It's not going to be an easy game, but we have to win it. If we win against Leeds, then we can, look at the United game, put that to bed, bury it under a fucking rug somewhere, and never think about it again. Even though Man United fans, this is going to be their wet dream now for the next few months. Even if they finish outside the top 4 and don't get any European football, that's what they're going to be talking about all year. So cool, I guess. And then obviously midweek we've got Chelsea at home for the second leg of the EFL Cup semi-final. Again, something that we need to put to bed comfortably, not comfortably, but we need to put that game to bed. We're in a winning position right now, but we need to see that game out. We need to get to that final and then play whoever we get in the final. And then the following week, obviously, the beginning of February, 7th of February, we get Sunderland at home. Sunderland a bit of a wobble now. They're not the same Sunderland we played earlier in the season. I feel like we can get a win out there, especially at home. And then obviously Brentford away, but we'll talk about that near the time. Um, so yeah, difficult games, winnable games, games that we should be winning. We need to just, if we can get 3 wins now on the bounce, that'd be great. Just put that Man United result to bed. It's the third loss. All of our losses this season should have been draws. We were unlucky not to get a draw against Liverpool, a world class free kick. Unlucky against the other two teams as well. So, yeah, we should bounce back now. And Arteta did a really good press conference. He came out fighting, and hopefully the team reflects that. We're interested to see who starts the Leeds game. I don't think Calafiori will. I think he'll be on the bench still. I don't think Kai Havertz will either. Unfortunately for Gyökeres, because I think Gyökeres really benefited from Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz, there's memes on the internet at the moment on Twitter about, Kai Havertz will be the one that scores all our goals. Well, I don't think it's that extreme, but there's definitely something that Kai Havertz brings that we've been missing over the last few months. And it'll be interesting to see if he plays in that deeper role, in that midfield role, a little bit more, whether we play him up front for a bit. I think this game has given Arteta something to think about playing Kai Havertz and Gyökeres, because I feel like Arteta's gone, holy crap, Kai can get something out of Gyökeres that apparently no one else can. Erdogan came on, didn't really impress me, to be honest with you. I think he needs to be dropped for the Leeds game. I think it's beneficial for everyone. I think if he spends time on the bench, he needs to fight for his position again. Eze did alright. I think he's unlucky not to get a goal or assist, but I think he played really well, and hopefully he plays against Leeds. Madueke did alright. He's very, very, very quick, but his end products remains to be seen. He's done alright in the Champions League, but still he needs to make better decision making and better, final third decisions. And then obviously Martinelli on the left hand side had a really good game, in my opinion. Got a goal. I think he's on 6 goals now, and Thierry Henry is our top goal scorer for the Champions League season, which is 7. So if he scores a couple of goals, he'll break that, which is cool. I saw someone online say that we should tell him that every league game we play is actually a Champions League game, because hopefully he'll actually score some goals in the Premier League, which will be helpful. We need to start scoring goals more. It's so lethargic at the moment. In the league, in the Champions League, we're fine, but in the league, we need to start scoring more. 3 goals, man. And own goal should not be our third top scorer. So, yeah, Saka needs to step up. He was rested today, and some other players as well. Saliba didn't play either, which is cool. Ben White as well, captain the team the first time, which I thought was cool. It needs to be in the England team, in my opinion, and. Yeah, well rested. We rested who we needed to rest, and now we're going to just go gung ho into that Leeds game. We need to take it all out on Leeds, is what I'm trying to say. We need to get a decent win out of that game. Set our season right again. You never know. So City could drop more points. I don't think they will now. I think they're going to go on their massive, winning streak now. But they could drop points, and Spurs can. They may provide a miracle. I doubt it very much. The Spurs are going to get relegated, hopefully, so I don't have too much faith in them. But still, you never know in football. And yes, at the moment, it's all about getting back on winning ways again and putting that Man United result to bed and bury it somewhere, like I said, and focusing as well on the Carabao Cup. We need to get to the EFL Cup final, and that could be our first piece of silverware this season. So, anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the Arsenal at the moment, the run we're on, the league run, the Champions League. I mean, like I said, 8 games, 8 wins, brilliant. About 5 years ago, I tweeted out that the Champions League, for me, felt like it was getting easier. Way easier than when Arsenal were last in it. And I got ridiculed for that, and man, it's just hilarious now to be proven right. I always like to be proven right. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below as well, because I always reply to all my comments. And yeah, hopefully, God willing, we can get a result against Leeds and then the Chelsea game, and then just go from there and try and plough through February. Only a handful of games left now, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very stressful as well. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys probably, I don't know, probably next week sometime. Probably Wednesday, but yeah, probably Wednesday just after the Carabao Cup game. I'll talk about the Leeds and the Chelsea game in one go. So I'll see you probably in just under a week. So, anyway, guys, have a good week and a good weekend, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.